It's Think a Lot Thursday. See? I was just thinking about you, honey. So here we go. It's 11:05 EST. Time for Mike and me. I've been, a few wild days, a little vicious selling coming in, mainly concentrating in Mag 7. I'll cover a lot of my stuff tomorrow. I want to focus on Mike, but just one thing. This is a lesson. Don't put your stops 1 pip above a prior high, because that's what stop hunts are.
That I
Okay.
heard.
Okay.
Very good.
All right.
Now
And I'm taking a shot here. I tried it yesterday. I didn't like the close. So today I noticed they got the stops with no follow through. It's a shot. The only other things I want to say is I took profits on my SQQ calls. They were doubles. I think
proper.
I'm going to have another chance to buy them. That's my rule in options is when I have doubles, I take half. It's a free trade. I started that way and just booked them all. The bulls could still be right, and this could have just been another correction before we blast again. And even if the bears are right, I'd rather sell rallies than be short and whole. Getting a little reversal day in NASDAQ, which is a weak sister. I'll try it up here around 20. S&P's not as weak. Who knows? Maybe S&P's make a new high without NASDAQ. So there'll be some things I'm looking at. Also, the last thing is VIX. I was talking to Mike down here. I said we might get a 3 drive. Everyone's doesn't want to hear about VIX. I said cover up the title and trade the chart. If we get through 14, we could go to 18.
Do you know what? I have to interrupt.
Here
One of
we
the
are.
best calls of the year and would put me in this position is the VIX resistance now came to support. That came to fruition yesterday.
Oh, that's right. So,
That put me in it. I'm not gonna lie. Straight up, coach. I do have that put me in it.
oh, okay. Well, you saw the post.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's as old as dinosaurs. Past resistance becomes new support. So we had the breakout over 14 Friday, and it pulled back to the button yesterday before this big
The
move.
button's in play. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Mike, uh, you probably found a lot of values. I don't know if you tried to buy the break in tech. I kind of think you didn't, and that you were finding other things to do. Why don't you fill in our viewers with Mike V activity
Okay.
over the last couple of days and what you're doing? I came in, I saw your broadcast. You were finding things
I was
that
short.
were breaking.
I had short tech.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, all right.
I'll show you. Well, whatever it is. Well, listen.
It's
It's not.
okay.
This is not to impress.
But
Like
I was watching parts of your video or either live or the recording, and there were still stocks breaking out and running to the upside, even
I'm
on a
still
day
in them.
like yesterday.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping that this tech bounce right now will not actually wipe out this. So I mean, I'm thinking like you. Maybe this tech bounce is a rally to short in these stocks that I'm still in, like a Bristol, even I'm making money in Pfizer long and Teradyne short. You know how good of a feeling that is.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
When you're
one
right.
last thing. One last thing. I'm going to make you a promise here. I won't break it this time, Mike.
Okay.
Okay, I broke the promise saying I'd never talk about the
With me,
short
you're
side of
allowed to
gold.
because you have a track
Gold
record.
again? All right. I'm looking for a classic washout under these lows. This was a 3 drive. The dollar's not weak. The market's stabilizing. Gold and silver look like hell. The shares look better, but the metals don't. I think that we're going to take out all the stops under 2280 in the next several weeks, and I'm going to be a buyer between 2240, 2160, and it's going to be a load your boat trade coming up in the miners on this break in physical. Silver, I've been talking 27 for a while. We almost got there. Maybe it's going to have 26 in it.
I'm going to tell you.
So we'll
Okay.
see.
Yesterday,
Uh,
yesterday was the reversal day on volume.
yeah. Yeah,
Newmont even had the proverbial cherry on top when it had earnings, and I thought, well, it was down this morning, reversed.
yeah.
So yesterday was the reversal day on volume, and I looked at them. I didn't take them. Even technology and golds worked. It was amazing. I didn't have golds, like I said, but a lot is, a lot worked.
Important area GDX is on right now. This is a breakout of a big triangle. We take this out. I think we could see, God, what a gift this would be down here at 31. So that could happen. And if it does, I won't be analyzing down there. I'll be clicking. So what are you doing, Mike? I'm giving you the screen here. Enough of
Well,
me. I'm tired of hearing me.
no, that's great earnings, terrible price. Just gold miners, Mickey D's on here. Mickey. You know what I learned? If I can digress, when another Michael to another Michael never calls another Michael Michael. It's either Mickey, Mike. I've never heard another Michael call another Michael. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
uh, I want to say a couple of things. What was your segue, Coach, when you says a lot of things make sense? What was your segue you said, or not?
Oh, it's Think a Lot Thursday.
That's correct. And you know what? The higher the VIX go, believe it or not, the more things make sense. The more insanity there is, the more emotions go, and the more prices get skewed, and that's what causes discrepancies. Steve Burns, everybody follows Steve Burns, the Twitter guy, says, good traders run to the volatility. I'm not all in. I'm not making, again, as we say, redundant, poor moves. A lot of things are giving you, a lot of Bristol Myers. Here's right here. Here's an example. Bristol
Yeah.
Myers still taking action. I just
Let's
sold
see
them.
your charts.
Hold on. Can I change? Share screen. Bristol, right here. Taking some off on Bristol. Here's the run. Bristol's still going. And I saw bearish situation coming here. So I think there's the weekly on Bristol. Do I think it's over, or maybe the secular move, if you will, if that's the proper term? No. But when I understand that it's not where a stock has been, it's where it's going. But they have a nice move. They had a nice move. It has earnings coming up. I still look at, I'm taking a little bit off the table. Pfizer, for example. All right, there it
Nice.
is. Is it
Looks
over?
good.
All
No.
right, Coca-Cola. A couple examples today. Coca-Cola had earnings the other day, reversed on earnings. So I took some Keurig Dr. Pepper into earnings. It worked. Hold on a second.
I like that.
By the way, nice sale, Mike V. If last time I took Keurig Dr. Pepper, it worked, and I thought, you know what, so I took Keurig Dr. Pepper. I think I sold the majority of it the high, and I took like 7,000 of it. So 34.42. Now it's
Nice.
33.50. So I took Dr. Pepper. There it was. I sold it when it wasn't breaking this 34.50. I sold like 80% of it, and I kept a little bit. But when it didn't go, as you could see right here, then I got tired of it. But when again, it had earnings, and another one. How about AEL had earnings? Look for a key reversal on this year. Now, I'm not saying it could be obviously probably a short squeeze. I don't think everything changed on American Airlines overnight, as the other ones were not acting well. Still, it's not like Delta. I came in short LUV, by the way, Coach, and I want to show something on my no, I actually don't have. Oh, futures are ripping. LUV. I covered it this morning. By the way, pre-market like 25. Oh, you know what? Hold it. Please bear with me. It's worth it. 4:30 a.m. and I covered a lot of it, Coach. Here.
You were short.
I was
Nice.
short
At the bottom.
LUV. I'm covering it. I don't know why it says 20 shares. Trust me, it's 2,000. 25. I'll even edify that. Hold on a second. LUV executions. Where's my execution? Here we go. Executions. Right here. Bought LUV. This was what? 4,000 shares, 25. Then I bought more, 25.74. I'm trying to buy. Bottom line is LUV. I bought it, what, 25? 4,000? Stock's 28 now. I actually made decent money in LUV short. So, maybe let's see where it closes. Does AAL scaring me off? Listen, there's a lot of other things in play. I'm just using an example out of a trade, how I didn't get stubborn saying, LUV in a day like this could have very easily gone to 24 or 23, considering what's going on. But like I said, AAL took place, Delta actually went up. So my bottom line is an LUV. I reversed it. I didn't get stubborn. Maybe I'll re-enter it again, going to the 200 day. If AAL starts to stall a little bit, it's obviously a short squeeze. Who knows?
Can I ask you, with NASDAQ having the biggest down day that it had in a year or so, yesterday, 3.5%, were you getting any market tells that we should be looking for? What were the sweepers doing on that big down day? Were they using bushel baskets to buy stuff?
Which ones,
Were they
Coach? I'm
sweep
sorry.
the option sweeps yesterday during the big
Nobody
down
stepped
day?
up. Nobody stepped up in anything.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let me go to my page. What did they step up in? Uh,
They sat on their hands on a day
they
like
did.
that.
You know what? First of all, I think my actions already gave you an answer. If I have to, it should be an 8, usually is. So if you say what options took place and I don't know 5 to 10 of them off the top of my head, and I got to go to my book, that tells you there's not a lot of things really going on.
Okay.
Now
Got it.
anything is short term, as you could imagine, because nobody really wants to step up here yet, nor do I. So I'll go to even my main page, the Jesus feed, if you will. And AMD bearish, July, with MU August, Nvidia, August hold on.
Yeah.
August 2nd. Bristol, August 2nd. Somebody's
1
taking some
week,
profits.
1
I
week.
get it.
Yeah, it's
Apple
nothing.
bearish, July 26th. IWM, July 25th. Nobody's going out before, but I don't see any but like a lot
No
of
one
the
has a view.
Well, I'll answer your next question. I don't see any bombing anything into January and taking a stand. Nobody's buying
Yeah.
leaps.
Not even into the fall, nothing.
No, not even into stocks that are working.
A
Like,
week
for example,
away.
like a proc, they're not, I don't see anybody doubling down here and saying, oh, this looks great here. They're not. I'm not saying it's not going to go up. But certainly Paradigm, I had short.
No put buying in the miners, was there?
No, there
Okay.
wasn't. Matter of fact, they were buying GLD.
Okay.
But you know what? Getting back to the reversals, I saw AEM. I saw a reverse coach yesterday on volume. And I thought about AU, but then it's an ADR. I didn't want to get stuck if I'm wrong because there's other things going on. I don't want to coddle this thing. But Nugget was the first one to go negative yesterday, which is the leading ETF. Look at the volume on Nugget.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying
they're trying to fight their way back. They have a better tone than the underlying physical lately.
That's correct. Well,
For months.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a big hit. I'm talking about 100 lower or so in gold from here. So if the miners only get back to like their like Nugget back to its 200 day,
Well,
that's going to be a great buy.
Well, hold on a second. Look, I appreciate that, Coach. Let's look for maybe my shorter term move. Where did Nugget hit today? The 50,
50.
the baby blue right there.
Yeah.
Short term trade, the 50-day tells all, at least from what I'm not alone in this. Develop your own system. The 50-day does a lot for anything intermediate. Might break the 50-day below, but that's the short. Even what a stock like what went to the 50-day recently. I don't know. Something really held in there. Not NVIDIA, by the way. NVIDIA at one point was down 7%. Now it's up 2%. Hold on, my main page. Well, the news, you know what? The news will actually give you just as much answer to price action because of the opening statement you said about that type of market. VIX at the lows. NVIDIA at one point was down 7%, now up 1%. NASDAQ seeing a V-shaped, what?
I guessed right to get out today.
Yeah, NASDAQ. Oh, look, a V-shaped reversal off the lows. That's short covering. Anything V-shaped is panic, or the other way. I'm not saying it's over for the day. I'm not, but let's see what's moving. Bottom line, this is the most active list. Everybody's got to really know their style today. CMAX, by the way, nice job. NVDL, look at that move. I bought that 49 to 58. NVDL being 49 to 58. NVDL, the triple NVIDIA. So the bottom line is, Coach, you want to look at or take a stand. It could have been a third way. Maybe you wanted to wait till whatever here. But there's a third day down, if you want to call this third day. But with the volume, that quantifies it as a third day down because it's not even skewed. It's pure.
Maybe it's got new highs in it.
Listen, bottom line is we're here to take money out of the market. I'm not taking a stand. The VIX at the lows. Yeah. Everything's got beautiful ranges. Rotation is still proper. Maybe Pfizer does pull back as some of these techs bounce. So IBM had numbers. All right, here you go. If the market was that weak, there's the dip in the rip. Celestica. a short, my first trade, hold on a second, please, but bear with us. TradeGATEHub, TradeGATEHub, new share. Bear with me, please, because it's worth it. Where are we? But my first trade today, literally, after I signed on. Fade CLS. Celestica. You know, it's in the NVIDIA group. Here's Celestica's chart. Finished below, yesterday, at least. Oh, by the way, even if you didn't, or weren't aware, I had a little coming into short. I'm not going to lie to you. There's the 50-day again. Celestica, where's the 50-day in baby blue? 56.12. How about this fade? Basically 56. Coach, I went and got T. I look back, it's 50. So that's 11% by the time of the T seeps.
It's a nice T break.
Well, it's still going. It's like by trade, but by the way, the trade might not be over. But that was a fade.
Now it looks like he wants the 200, Mike.
No, Coach, I go, well, whatever. Then the
42.
Sorry. NVIDIA is actually up here, but CLS is near the low. There's something. How about Ford? Okay, I was remember, if you remember, go back a couple of weeks, Coach, I left money on the table. I had like 38,000 Ford, go like right here. And then I sold it like 13.95. And I'm going to say if I wasn't here or an active manager, I'd let it go further because I wouldn't be micromanaging in my positions. So yeah, then it went up to whatever, 1470. Now it's over. It's over. You'll never get it.
This is a gut punch for people that didn't book it.
But first of all, Kramer was saying it's a dead buy here. Now he uses me I use him as a frame of reference. Obviously, he's not the judge and the jury. He's a high frame of reference, just like we are. I'm not putting him in the same group. But here's General Motors. I'm actually wrong. Oh, Joe, I thought GM. Yeah. All right, I actually bought it and sold. I sold it right before I came on the air. Made a little schnitzel. Wasn't even worth it. General Motors started buying it here. There's my price in green, 44.25. I sold at 44.60. Am I really in? If it wasn't for decent timing, am I really in it to make 40 cents on this type of thing? No. It didn't go. And when I looked at Ford, I thought I bought GM well. I basically did. I'm watching it. All right, I bought it near the low, but then this Ford is not popping. Maybe it pops now. Who knows? But it's not really worth. I'll be the first one to call it out. It's not really worth it to me.
Why are all the autos getting sacked today? What's behind it? Earnings?
Ford is losing $44,000 for every EV vehicle they make.
Oh, wow. Nice trade.
Tesla didn't help.
Yeah.
All right. We know where that stands. I mean, that's self-explanatory. It's the beast on its own. General Motors didn't help. These other semis coming down, which are in autos, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Doesn't help. There's MU. Everybody's trying to front run the 200-day here. One day doesn't make a reversal.
No.
I get it. But still, what else?
Nice review.
No, I appreciate that, Coach. And, nice thing. Thanks for the, what else? XBI, Vertex, but even, for the active trader, Gap and Go, Viking Therapeutics. Okay. Everybody knows what this is. It's a drug. It's the obesity drug. It's got the move in it. All right. Bristol Myers has been going good. Pfizer's been going good. The XBI. Looks the XBI now. Going to break high, Coach. All right. So Viking Therapeutics, heavily shorted. Big news. All right. Once for those that aren't familiar, forget if you're a very empirical person and just look at Gap and Go. Opening range breakout. The stock
going to fill that gap. It's a 3 drive up here.
Well, let's put you in the trade. Now you're going to get us out of the trade. Okay, stock closed at 50. Gap to 56. The first 10, 15 minutes, it doesn't break low or high. There's your trade. Enter at 59. I don't know where it's going.
How you execute all of these without a robot, I don't know.
Well, Coach, I have a screen. I don't even look at my quotes. I have a thing here. Reversal on 500% volume. Stocks breaking over the 200-day. Stocks that are down still 1% over yesterday's low. Things like that. I don't even look at quotes. I should shut off my quotes and just look at this. Stocks breaking higher with 100% volume as of 10:30 yesterday. That's it. That's my menu. That's, you don't go into a diner and order veal. You know what I mean? You play what's on the menu.
Nice work, man. All
So
right.
anyway, let's look at stocks that are important today. All right, let's look at obviously Google post earnings. Let's look at stocks like Ford.
I have a big call for you in Google if we rally here, because I know a lot of people still like it. Bring Google back. And this is not my research. But the guy called it up here for the high. 140 is a target.
Okay.
Sell this rally back at 180.
All right. I like I said, people that are interested in price action charts and volume,
Yeah,
that's new. That's new. I get it. You're out with a call, bravo, and noted
yeah,
because I respect where your information, especially you've been
yeah,
around.
yeah.
So gotcha.
All
I
right.
can't argue with the price action. It did have earnings.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
one
So
you write down on your pad, sell a rip.
I don't have to write it. I might enter the trade right here if it goes maybe to
Yeah.
180 within that with maybe Friday tomorrow or something, 179.
Eh,
Like you say, you know where you stand. For this to go over a gap and wipe out earnings, I don't think it's going to put a Coca-Cola and wipe out earnings and say everything's okay now. There's other bandages here, and there's overhead supply. And all
Yeah,
the three major moving averages short term are scrolling down if you
yeah,
want to be a technician. So that's
yeah,
it.
yeah. Sell a rip. Amazon did the same thing. It rallied back to 19, almost got to 191 before it sold off. And that was a false breakout. Remember, the 191 was the level I gave people that if you want to stay long, don't be long under 191. I said, I go, you want to stay long, 191's fine. But once we took out that triple top under 191, you see that green candle, tried to get back there. As long as we're under 191, I don't think you want to be long Amazon. So,
I don't know. Listen, I want to say something that I'm taught. I think it's in Bill O'Neill's Everybody's Book. All right. You really want to be a pro and make large moves. Weekly closes are where it's at. Bottom line.
okay.
Weekly closes are where fund managers draw lines on up and down. I'm telling you,
Let's see the weekly.
that is.
That is?
Yeah. So well, you want it to
Yeah.
close below, anything over 180.
Yeah.
This is the 183.
Yeah.
184. With this already 185. You can have
Look
any.
at that divergence on the weekly too. That was at new all-time highs. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, just a few
See
little
things, maybe some things to look for. I don't know if anybody thinks they're late on IBM here. There's a stock to look at how it finished today, much like an American Airlines or any stock that came out with big news like a CMG, for example. Everybody's playing that. A Celestica, of course. Go back to the room. Here you go with most actives. This is all I'd be interesting in starting some homework. Now, I'm actually going to look at things, why they're moving, instead of just trading the price action. But here's the list. Huge volume on a lot of stocks taking here. SLV, normally just 17 million on the 30-day. Already done 20 million is 11:30. SLV trading 110% of its volume as of a proverbial 11:30 Eastern. Why? I'm not sure. Is it skewed? It may be, but you're looking why it is. Because then if you keep looking, that leads to other things and leads to good ideas, especially when trend and volume are involved. It leads to good ideas. I don't know what else to say.
SQQQ's number 3.
Yeah. Well, I said in this, coach, and like I said, this isn't Mike V on the back day. And it shouldn't be because I'm a pro. Is this go? I might leave off if you want.
Okay.
Let me finish. These are the 15% gain. This was posted live. I was short both of these today. CLS. These are the top percent losers. Celestica brought it up before the trade, and Teradyne, which I came in short. So whether I'm right or wrong, besides Soxel and some, Nvidia, we're in the stocks that are moving. We're right or wrong. I mean, we're here to give you, I like the elevated volatility. When I see elevated volatility and it's not an egregious statement, numbers don't lie. I go on my numbers. I don't have an ego. I know I'm very self-deprecating. Is when there's more volatility, I feel like the college kids are betting football coming into the poker room when Doyle Brunson is sitting there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because there's more emotions. There's the gyrating moves that fakes people out, me too, to a degree, but net over time, after 28 years at a high level, being taught at a high level and being backed at a high level, that's what I look for. Like
We
Steve,
want movement.
I'll end it how I started. Good traders run to the volatility.
We
Now,
want movement.
what's
It's like
that?
Army guys, they run towards the danger.
No, I
So,
listen. My wife
and
doesn't tell me when things. I'm no hero, but some people run towards the fire. Some people
yeah.
run away from it.
Did you run to your wife or did you try and run away?
Well, no, USO. No, I didn't run. My run away from my wife. No, are you kidding me? You ever see my wife?
No.
Lucky she even looks at me. USO highs, USO highs, UNG lows. There's the VIX.
You're humble.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, buddy.
I don't know, take all questions. We good, Astro?
So we've both kind of been in the zone.
Well, you know what? It's going back to the earlier days with the VIX a little elevated. I'm trading and
Yeah.
asking later. Thank God I have.
Yeah.
Thank God these innate principles and fundamentals that much over the years. 20-year-old golfer. Yes, he does the proverbial left arm and keep your hand, but the mechanics are subconscious. Now the mechanics, thank God, are subconscious. That's why I want the volatility. I don't have an algo.
31 GDX, back up the truck. I'm really looking forward to this trade, Mike.
No,
I
I
think
got you.
it's
We're
I think
back
it's
in.
next month or September.
That's
And
right.
then the next move in gold is 2,700. So 2240 to 27, these miners should rock.
Ham's having a
Okay.
heart attack with that,
All right.
but that's okay. All right.
All right,
I'll leave it
man.
off there,
And you
Coach.
know what? You see Mike making money on 20 different things today. I just want to let you know that I would have a hard time living up to it, but just keep this in mind. It only takes one. Okay. So if you don't have that capability like he does, and I'm telling you that most don't, follow him,
Uh,
take trades.
well, you want
But
to
you
make
know
money
what?
every day. You want to make
But
money and do it. But let me say another thing going clearly in the
but
markets.
most people
You
can't do
only
what you
have to
do.
make it once. Once.
Make the
And
money once
here you go. Let's leave it
yeah,
off with this. I'm telling you,
and
one
not
of my
give it back.
favorites, buckle up. 3M, November calls. They're saying
Okay,
November's
there's at
okay.
least a little conviction. They're looking out at least 4 months.
Here
Okay,
we go.
that's
Look
the
at that.
election,
Oh my God.
huh?
I love it.
The
Again,
election.
my hair's standing up. Getting that
3M.
3M at 150.
3M's going to benefit from the election.
Oh, listen, the good thing it has calls. I'm not biased. I'm putting
Yeah.
it because I started having calls. Yeah, we talked about this one.
My
Nice pop.
father-in-law was a lifer at 3M.
The
Look at that.
funny thing is, my father's best stable that he ever rode for was, I think, the Singers, who was the president. Wasn't the guy named James Singer president of Minnesota Mining 3M?
I don't know.
I think his name was that. I'll have
Yeah.
to look that up.
Yeah.
No, I
Well,
like 3M. They make the tartan Scotch tape, the tartan.
don't you know we're on the eve of destruction? Barry Maguire, 1970. Same things happening today. Anyway, Benjamin Netanyahu came to talk to Congress. You think he wants to, bomb Iran?
Let
Bomb,
him do it. The
bomb,
fix will go.
bomb, bomb,
Let him go.
bomb Iran. Huh?
Coach, we're doing so good. Let him bomb it.
Yeah.
The VIX will go down. There'll be a
All right.
better entry point.
All right, Mike. Nice talking to you at the casino today, bro. Make
Yeah,
this market rally so I could reload.
I don't know. I just want to reposition some of my things. NVIDIA. These are
Yeah,
stocks.
what kind of August do you think we're going to have? We're actually lower on the month in NASDAQ.
I'll give
So
you.
remember and people got hooked on this thing. Oh, July, it's the most bullish month. Well, you know what? If you didn't
July
book
through
it,
October is a bearish period for the market.
no, you said July is the seasonals are working. It's the most bullish month of
The
the year.
first half of July.
Okay, well that's a good qualifier because if you didn't book it the first half of July, it's gone, especially in MAGA and NASDAQ. So anyway, well, how about August? Is that a bearish month?
I don't have an opinion.
Okay, well, you're seasonals. It's not an opinion.
No, I could care less. What?
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
You only care when you talk about it.
Oh no, no, but coach, I see. No, no, I didn't mean it that way. Uh, it's not. It's like we say. We sit at the table and there's a fork and knife option flow. It's not. It's not even at the plate. You know, that's like cinnamon. That's like a cinnamon. That's like a spice in the middle of the. I'm not even interested in that
Okay.
area.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's like
remember one very important August. I don't even know if you were born. Where were you in 1982 in August?
1982. I was at the racetrack. I was 10.
Okay. That was the bottom of this prolific bull market. That was the launching point from 760, August 22nd, 1982. So what we had, that's a 42-year bull market. 42 years. It's a
Well,
long
Warren
time.
Buffett says the market's going to a million in 100 years. Fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got 900,000 on the table to make right here for your descendants or your previous people, if you next people.
Okay. Well,
That
make
is a
sure they
fact.
leave a laptop in my tomb so I could get up and do some night trading. All right, buddy?
You got it, coach.
All right. Good hunting. Nice trading, Mike. It doesn't
Thank you,
matter what
coach.
kind of environment we have, you always find stuff.
No, I find stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dow 1
Okay.
million.
What's that?
Warren Buffett predicts the Dow will hit a million. And that's actually pessimistic. So where's the Dow now? 40. So you have 960,000 on the table to make. Buy a hundred spies. Your grandchildren will be rich. Or
Okay.
buy some spies. You want Warren Buffett, right? Buy some spies. Why not?
Yeah.
Want to talk? Forget about putting the computer in your thing. Buy 100 spies and put the certificate in your buy 100 and put the stock certificate in your thing. When they go to exhume you and try to probably take your jewelry off, you'll see that you have some spice, some spies.
Let me ask you, do brokers still do that? It's used to be able to get the certs. Can you still get them?
I'm not sure, but I got them for my niece and my nephew. I got them 100 shares at Disney, which I might actually come and take one day when they're sleeping. But
Because you
actually,
know,
Disney. Speaking of
yeah,
Disney, they're probably hitting it. I don't know if they actually have certificates anymore, Coach. Thank God that Disney. Oh my God, they keep
you
now.
know, it
They,
wouldn't be a bad idea, like to buy some miners and get the certs and put them away in case there's ever trouble with brokerage firms.
I thought that's what gold is for.
No, certs will work too.
No, all right. Believe me, if
Mm.
this one of my little floaters goes up 1,000%, it won't even last that long.
But then you'd have to deliver it before you sell it, and you'd have to wait and
No, like
transfer agents.
when I was a broker, when I was a young pup and was a broker, people would actually have physical. It was a pain in the ass. Then they'd have to transfer and convert. It was never a good thing.
Yeah, they had to wait a little longer before you churned them,
Yeah, exactly.
right? All right, buddy. Don't just count your churns, count your blessings.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I'll try to do better the next time. Coach doesn't have to, but
No,
until then,
I'm going to try very, very, very hard tomorrow. I'm going to do the best one I've ever done
really, what's
tomorrow.
Friday?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
going to be the best weekly wrap up and look ahead I've ever recorded my whole life. I've been preparing for this. All
It's
right,
okay.
buddy.
All right. No, but listen, I expect the viewership to at least double by this. I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you. I know
I'm
I'm going to spread the
expecting
word.
30,000 views tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
So we only have to, with our 5,300 subscribers on YouTube, we only have to do a six timer
Yeah.
overnight,
So
2 days.
guys, spread the word. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest,
Six timer.
best Friday wrap up Mike and I have ever done.
Well,
Mike's
maybe
going to match me on
maybe
his
if
tomorrow.
McDooley goes into that pub he was in and Astro Gumbo gives a password to every one of his personalities, I think we'll make it perfectly.
Yeah, Astro Gumbo wanted me to cover up my bare ego one day before the biggest decline in NASDAQ in 2 years.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you, Astro.
we're allowed to have an
You
opinion.
talked me out. I got out the day before yesterday. Just kidding.
Coach, don't poke the bear, man. I know
All right. Anyway,
they'll start using. We'll have to use it for Thor's.
someone else says I'm going to miss gold because I'm looking for these lower numbers because I miss things all the time. It's
Speaking
not
of
the end
gold,
of the
there's the
world, but
gold.
you know what? I believe it. I really do believe it this time.
Then what, Coach?
The break in gold to buy
All
coming
right,
up.
good. All right, good.
All right.
We'll leave it with that. That was a hell of an affirmation. Let's not gonna lie.
All right, buddy.
All right,
Take
thanks
it
for
easy,
everybody tuning
Mike.
in. I'll be here. Like I said, have a plan, trade well. I'll do better the next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Coach. Have a good day.